Sheltering Arms goes back to the 1990s when I would bring my grandmother to a fitness class at the hospital on Palmyra. I was bringing my son along with me when he was 2, and my grandmother called him little fella. And every time we came to class, she would hand me a quarter and say, be sure to get a nice snack out of the vending machine for little fella. I had a stroke in 2016, and as I told the Joint Commission when I was interviewed by them, I wasn't fortunate enough to be at Sheltering Arms for my inpatient care, but I got here as soon as I could. When I was inpatient, I was trying to figure out what comes next. And I started searching, and a Google search turned up the iWalk and iReach programs at Sheltering Arms. And all of a sudden, I knew what comes next. And instead of continuing with in-home physical therapy, I was fortunate enough to live 6 miles from Sheltering Arms Hanover, and was able to almost immediately after discharge begin outpatient therapy at Sheltering Arms. On November 2nd of 2016, I have been going to Sheltering Arms consistently since that day in 2016. I began with outpatient physical therapy and occupational therapy. And when I was discharged from outpatient therapy, I began with the NeuroFit program. And this week, I will complete my 600th NeuroFit session. And I still go every week, and I have since April of 2017. I really enjoy going to the NeuroFit program. I get to work with a trained exercise physiologist in the physical therapy space. And my disabilities do limit my ability to participate with a personal trainer or a fitness program in a regular gym. So I'm really grateful to have access to these services so that I can continue in my recovery. The exercise physiologists in the NeuroFit program are so supportive. They give me encouragement when I'm having a hard day. They challenge me to walk farther than I think I can. They have such respect for me as a person. Alexander never fails to put out his hand for a fist bump from my left hand whenever he sees me. That respect and the fact that he sees me as a whole person really makes my day. When I came to one of the educational programs at SAI, I learned that Sheltering Arms would be able to offer financial assistance for NeuroFit. And that was wonderful. I went the next morning and got my application and turned it in the very next day. The financial assistance has taken a huge burden off of me. Over the past 6 years, I have spent over $43,000 for NeuroFit. I have done fundraisers, I have applied for grants, I have gotten assistance from my family, and it still was an amount each month that was larger than my mortgage payment. So getting the financial assistance not only took that burden away, it also enabled me to come for a 3rd session each week and be able to use some of the technology to help in my recovery. One of the best things about the NeuroFit program is having access to the technology in the physical therapy space. Next week, I will be able to use the Armeo Spring, which helps support your arm and allow you to play video games while working on recovering your function in your arm. Later on in the week, I will use the Vector weight support harness to practice improving my gait and walking longer distances over ground. And on Fridays, one of my favorites, I will use the Locomat robotic treadmill, where I get to move faster and walk longer while working on improving my gait and working on knee flexion and gait symmetry. In my hospital notes, it says that I will always require institutional care. Thanks to my stubborn spirit and the support of the Sheltering Arms community, I am not only active in the community, I am able to give back by volunteering throughout the community. I am excited to be able to volunteer at the front desk at Sheltering Arms Institute Rehab Hospital on the weekends to greet visitors who are coming and chat with the patients as they go past the desk. Thank you for your support of the programs at Sheltering Arms that have helped me to find my power to overcome.